Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com. This is Texas Podcast Massacre.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and with me, as always, are my camp counselor friends, or my camp buddy friends. Lisa.
The extra B is for BYOB. The other B is just a typo.
And Nate.
And the twins.
And the twins. Again, so is that that's your official summer call?
Yeah. It's the sound of the summer.
Well, it is summer. Summer is now upon us, and
the heat is on.
The heat is on.
Oh.
So, welcome again to Texas Podcast Massacre, where we take a look at a different horror movie with our unsuspecting victim, who is usually someone we would not call a horror fan. However, this week, we're going to do something different.
Remix!
That's right. Jesus. Again, how do we
Are
not
you ready
have
for
that,
this?
How do we not have that drop on this board?
I don't know.
I just gave it to you.
You did.
You literally just gave it to you. You're welcome.
I have this craziest case of deja vu right now. So today, instead of doing a movie review, Lisa, who has just recently come back to us from her maternity leave, is going to be, I think we're just going to talk about some stuff coming up this summer to get you ready for a summer of horror, because let's face it, if you live near us, it is too damn hot to go outside and do anything active. So just stay inside, watch a horror movie.
Yeah, look, let the totally competent nanny and the dog look after the kid.
That's right.
Totally innocuous, and go off and do some fun stuff.
Yeah. Are you a horror fan? Let us help you fill your nights with great movies. Are you a not horror fan? Here's some stuff to watch during the day when the lights are still out. So, you can deal with it better, I guess. So I think starting off, Lisa, you said on your break while you've been kind of hanging around this kid here.
Just hanging around with the kid.
Just hanging around doing nothing, you know. That's how maternity leave
pulled up
is.
some interesting facts.
Yeah, so there's 40. I'm not going to go through all of them. If you want the full list, it's on mentalfloss.com.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. I'm just trying to give them props because they put this together.
When you want to clean the shit out of your brain.
Yeah,
is
pretty
that
much.
Basically what this is?
Yeah. When you kind of got to just, defrag your brain.
Just get all in there. Get all in there in your brain.
Okay, so I'm going to go through them quick. Little commentary. Number 1. I don't know why this is number 1, but Count Orlok, is that how you say it? Only blinks once in Nosferatu. In 9 minutes of screen time, blinks once. The Exorcist was the first horror film to be nominated for Best Picture Oscar. Actually, earned 10 Oscar noms.
Hold on. So what's the Count Orlok flinch ratio?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Nosferatu.
So think about this, Mitch. If he blinked once during the movie, how many times did people flinch seeing this dude? This is the greatest ratio of like flinching to non-flinching of all time.
It's not even just that he doesn't blink. It's eyes
wide open.
Now this is 1922. It was silent, right?
Yeah, it was silent. It was silent.
Yeah, silent black and white film.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you see that dude?
Yeah. He's
so
creepy.
like in his off time, he'd walk around and the children would be like, "Peace, look, I'm out.
Yeah,
I am out."
Yeah,
not blinking for a substantial amount of time is creepy.
It's crazy.
No matter who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like because we're in the NBA finals, there's like like assist to turnover ratio, right? This guy's like flinch to non-flinch ratio is just like off the charts.
We're no longer in the NBA finals. Rockets are out, so there's no point even caring.
Yeah, now the good basketball can start. Boom.
Damn.
It's like look, the NBA finals right now are like if they made Freddy versus Jason and they just kept making it every year.
This is Alien versus Predator 4.
Yeah,
this is basically what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's better. That's a better analogy. Yeah. LeBron is Predator and the aliens are the Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Anyway,
okay, moving on. We're only at number 3. Robert Englund was not the first choice to play Freddy Krueger. Mm-hmm. They wanted to go with the stuntman, but then they decided to go with an accomplished actor. So That's why he got it.
Accomplished actor.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Look, how many
The truth, I don't know
sequels
what
has
he
made?
did. I don't know. Well, but he wasn't accomplished. Was he accomplished before then?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
Accomplished what?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently he was,
I
but
don't know.
He was an actor.
thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. That was it.
Psycho was the first American film to show a toilet on screen, and also the first American film in which we
Right.
heard toilet being flushed. We know this one. Stephen King wasn't a fan of The Shining. Yeah, we've heard that.
Yeah.
Jaws doesn't fully appear in a shot until 1 hour and 21 minutes into the movie. That's because the mechanical shark that they had broke down a lot, so they had to film around it.
They had to film around the Mechanical Sharks schedule.
Well, sharks sleep like while swimming. So
Yeah, they never stop moving, right?
Yeah.
it never
There you
stopped
go.
moving. So
Yeah,
Can't stop, won't stop.
yeah.
that's right. Sissy Spacek.
Why is that not a Jaws, like modern Jaws tagline?
Can't stop, won't stop.
That could be the Meg.
Oh man,
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's a good one. That's a sequel. That's a sequel.
there you
Sure.
go.
That's a
Pitch
sequel.
the sequel. You just did it.
Done.
Sissy Spacek almost wasn't Carrie. She got the audition because her husband was the film's art director, and then they decided that she would be good for it. So you guys probably already know this one. So serial killer Ed Gein inspired 3 major horror movies. So Psycho,
Mm-hmm.
Silence of the Lambs, and Our Namesake.
Texas Podcast Master.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
The movie
Yeah.
also inspired by it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, our podcast was inspired by
Pretty
Ed
much
Gein?
if there's any sort of like weird mother killer son thing, that's Ed Gein. So
Interesting.
like Jason Voorhees.
So Jaws 3.
But I didn't think Silence of the Lambs.
Well,
that was
Jaws
his...
3 was the mom was killing. I mean, they
Yeah.
almost reversed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, okay.
that's not his motivation in Silence of the Lambs, right?
I don't know. Yeah, the Silence of the Lambs one's kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
Kind of
think
a
it was
stretch.
more.
Mitch, kind of a stretch. Come on.
because I don't even really
Come on.
I don't really know what they're saying. Is it just because he wore the
think
security
so.
guard's face for that one little bit?
No, I don't think
What
they're
was
talking
Con
about
Air?
him. I
Was
think they're
Con
talking
Air
about.
also inspired by Ed Gein? Come on.
I think they're
Gotta
talking
be.
about it. Puts the lotion on the skin.
Oh, Buffalo Bill was
Yeah, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I don't
Yeah.
know about the dancing.
I'm getting
with
no
this.
answer from my Steve Buscemi from Con Air. What?
Sorry.
Where are we
I
at?
also haven't seen Con Air.
You
Uh,
haven't seen Con Air?
I know.
I'll allow it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if Ed Gein walked around with his wiener tucked, but and did weird erotic dancing.
I don't know.
Wow, how do
Apparently,
you not know that?
that's also a fun fact in here. That
Next.
was
that's a fun
Next.
fact.
well. Apparently, that dance wasn't scripted. He was just trying to show how crazy Buffalo Bill was, so he was dancing around.
Next.
You guys know that the Halloween
Nate's like unsubscribe.
Yeah.
that the Halloween mask was a Captain Kirk mask
Yeah.
from Star Trek.
No.
The director of The Exorcist said that he's never seen a more terrifying film than The Babadook. Which is this from The Babadook? There's like a screenshot and it looks really creepy with some kid on a rocking horse, but I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's really weird.
That is not a scene I recall.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
That is from the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, he has all his magic stuff on.
Oh, okay. The
He was all
kid
in the
does.
magic.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Wow.
I need to rewatch it.
Okay.
It's my wife's favorite horror movie. So
Oh, Babadook.
she gave it 9 out of 10 and also said, I'm never watching that again. So it's also.
So what? It's Babadook 1, Audition 2.
Ooh, the audition was.
Oh, I saw that on the list of creepy horror movies. Y'all watch that?
Yeah, dude.
It's K horror or J who made it?
J-horror.
J.
Japanese.
I read the synopsis. It sounded creepy.
It's
as
not
hell.
okay. That's what I'll
It's
tell
a
you.
weird. It's just that it starts off as one movie and then it turns into something totally different by the end of it.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
Oh, y'all are weird.
No, it's not like
I know,
it's not like Tommy Wiseau from The Room. It's a creepier cheat.
I can't uncouple the two now.
It's a creepier cheat.
I wish they would redo it, but they would add in the Tommy Wiseau cheap
Yeah.
as part of it. Totally make that movie even instantly rewatchable a million times. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Blair Witch Project used GPS trackers to find their instructions for the day. So they would send them
TomTom?
coordinates.
Talking about TomTom? What are
Yeah,
we
they
talking
probably had TomToms.
Garmin?
Yeah, something. No, probably TomToms.
They had the Garmin Navi.
Netscape Navigator.
Paranormal Activity is the most profitable film of all time. So comparing how
All
much
time? Still?
comparing how much they
Still?
Yeah, it
yeah
costs like
apparently
$10 to make. So sure.
yeah
Yeah, he'll get what you pay for.
Scream was originally titled Scary Movie.
That's fair.
I love.
That's fair.
Well, and I love that Scary Movie. Then took that name for the parody of it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The Blob is based on a supposedly true story. I haven't seen The Blob, so.
Of what? Running into a fat guy at the gym or something?
Yeah.
What's the...
apparently Tim Burton...
The writer just really didn't like fat people.
Yeah.
Let me just write this real quick.
Tim Burton was in contention to direct Gremlins. But since he hadn't directed a full feature film, he'd only directed Frankenweenie. They gave the gig to the other guy, and then Burton released Pee-wee's Big Adventure and, the rest. Here's...
I think I'm happy. I'm happy with how all that shook out. And
yeah.
I love Tim Burton.
I would have liked Tim Burton taking over number 2, though. And I like Gremlins, too, but...
I like Tim Burton in that time frame was amazing.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting one because it's about one of Nate's... I'd say this is one of your top horror movies, Black Christmas.
Sure. Oh yeah, it's like top.
Is
like
that
5
number
minimum.
1? Top 5? Okay,
for sure.
So apparently, the director was asked, the director said in an interview that John Carpenter, y'all know who that is,
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
asked him if he considered making a sequel to Black Christmas.
Yeah, it was Halloween.
You know what? Next time you do the fun facts, you just blew the punchline.
Hold on. And it was
No, screw
Halloween.
you. Forget it.
Sorry.
Apparently, he gave the idea to Carpenter, and then Carpenter went off and made Halloween.
But
So
Black Christmas is better than Halloween.
Oh.
thanks, Nate. Jeez, that was the most interesting one in this whole list.
It's Black Christmas. Come on.
I'm skipping it through to see if...
Oh, Jesus. It was a bomb.
Oh, my gosh.
The bombs dropped, Mitch. There you go.
So apparently, Damien wasn't going to be called Damien. He was going to be called Domlin because the screenwriter knew some really obnoxious child named Domlin.
I mean, that's cool, but I'm glad they changed it.
His wife was like, "Don't do that."
That's awesome. I like that quite a bit.
That his wife was to say, "Don't do that."
Yeah,
I like that.
Like, don't do that to that kid.
That kid's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of
So
awesome.
somewhere, some kid named Domlin is the worst.
That's the most
Well, he's not a
interesting
kid
one by
anymore, but-
far that you said.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
The creature from the Black Lagoon was modeled after the Oscar statuette. So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Bruce Campbell only made $93,000 for being an Army of Darkness, and it took 2 years, so it was like $50,000 a year. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I think he was doing okay.
An actual witch was hired for the craft. Y'all know this one, that the demon in The Exorcist is Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we talked about this. This is an upcoming.
Also, there's a Futurama reference to Pazuzu as well. I can't remember. It's a Professor Farnsworth.
Right on my head again.
Oh my gosh! Do you watch any good shows?
Whoosh.
No pop culture for that guy.
Yeah, my cartoons have gone down quite a bit.
So apparently, the ending of Psycho was spoiled months before it actually came out. They tried really hard to keep it under wraps, but it got out. Drew Barrymore was supposed to star in Scream, and then she chose to be killed off early because that way. What did she say? She said to cleverly subvert audience expectations that a star of her stature would survive the movie.
You know what's even better? That I just realized that she's a fire starter in that movie. I just realized that.
Is that what you were wanting from this?
I don't know. I just realized that. Wow, that's like 2 decades late.
I'll do the whole. Just keep going. Just go.
And the last one that I have here.
I'm the trouble starter.
So y'all know the hand at the end of Carrie that shoots up through the grave? That's Sissy Spacek's hand.
Oh, okay.
She insisted on it being her hand, so she had to get buried.
You can see all the freckles. Makes sense.
Yeah. She was like, it has to be me.
From Buried Alive. From
and then apparently she told NPR, she goes, I do all my foot and hand work and always have.
Boom.
I thought that was cool. All right.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Fun facts for the summer.
Fun facts with Lisa. All right, Nate. So, what movie? So we got some movies that we're going to be reviewing that are coming out in theaters. So what can people look forward to this summer?
So in the last couple of years, horror movies have definitely back in the day, they were all around Halloween-ish time frame. But then some started happening at the beginning of the year. But now there's tons in the summer. One that's playing now in theaters, not that many theaters, but it's playing in Alamo Drafthouse here in Houston, is Revenge. That came out earlier in May. And actually, after its theatrical run, it's going to go straight to Shudder. So it's going to be a Shudder streaming exclusive. It's a 91 on Rotten and a 6.3 on IMDb right now. Wow. So it looks good.
That's really high.
There's a lady who's left for dead after being raped by her boyfriend's friends, and she comes back to revenge them. Looks good.
Yeah.
There's a movie that came out on Netflix recently called Cargo with Martin Freeman, where it's basically, it's not a spoiler. He gets turned into a zombie and he's with his kid, and then you got to figure out what to do.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So kind of like the end of, it's like a slower movie that is in Australia that begins with like the end of Train to Busan. Like where the dad gets bit.
I
see. And then you just start with that and then go from there.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's on Netflix right now. You can check that out. Mitch's favorite that's coming out is on June 8th, Hereditary from A24, looking like one of the best horror movies in a long time. It comes at night levels of hype for this one for me.
That bodes well, considering.
Yeah. Hey, I already called A Quiet Place to be the best one, and it was pretty good. So I'm good there. But on IMDb, it's already a 7.5, and obviously you got Toni Collette and a bunch of freaky stuff happening. So that one looks really good.
That'll be next week's episode. It comes out next week, right?
June 8th.
Yeah, so that'll be next week's episode.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, so...
no one can see me just...
Yeah, just flicking off everybody.
Yeah.
On July 4th, what better way to celebrate the 4th of July than the first Purge? The fourth Purge movie.
Okay, look, let's talk about how genius that is, though. You know, you can't take Halloween because Saw has pretty much owned...
Well, and Halloween's coming out this year.
And Halloween, yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, every year, for the most part, a Saw movie has come out. So they just took the next holiday, you know, take the 4th of July. No one's making. Uncle Sam didn't do very well, so they could just take this one. It's fine.
I mean, St. Patrick's Day is ripe for the taking. Leprechaun is gone. So, like, if anyone wants to take over.
True. Also, Leprechaun didn't really go in theaters all that often.
Yeah.
Freedom is our free, Mitch.
Yeah.
The Purge,
we'll be. Freedom is
free. Jesus. The
pots of gold aren't free.
Yeah. I'm looking for, I like the Purge movies. I
like them a lot.
I'm always disappointed in them, but I'm disappointed. I feel like because there's so much more potential.
The ideas are always good.
Them. Yeah,
I think
like it always just misses some piece of execution. I think would make it better. But the premise is so solid.
Speaking of missing execution, August 24th we got Slender Man, which looks like garbage.
Oh, I thought it got pushed back.
August 24th, yeah, that was the pushback, I think.
Oh, I thought it got pushed back again.
Oh, did it? I saw this earlier today. Hopefully,
one can only hope.
I don't really care when it comes out, so I don't have no.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, you every time we look at the schedule and I say, oh, we need to put Slender Man here, you say, no, we don't.
Let's wait on that. Let's wait.
What? Okay, talk to me. What is your disdain with Slender Man?
The trailer looked like garbage.
Is it just this particular or would any Slender Man adaptation?
I don't really care about Slender Man. I just know that it looks like it's all garbage jump scares. Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm not watching that one.
Yeah, she's out.
That's all y'all.
Hey, so wait. So let me ask you this. If not that, would you watch the HBO Slender Man documentary?
I don't care about Slender Man. I don't know.
You don't care about the real case about the two girls that attacked their friend and said Slender Man told them to do it?
Yeah, people are crazy. I get it.
They're liars.
If they're not liars, they're mentally insane. Either way, if it wasn't Slender Man, it'd be the Fat Man. Any man. Who cares?
Fat Man.
They would have done it no matter what. Doesn't matter what the excuse was.
The Fat Man can't fit through the woods. It winded chasing after those kids, Nate.
The athletic man. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
If the Fat Man goes to the woods, does anyone hear him?
Yes. August 31st, you have The Little Stranger. This is a 1947 period mystery horror drama featuring Domhnall Gleeson and Ruth Wilson from Luther. / was that show where everyone was it The Affair or something like that?
What?
The
Who?
Affair, something like that. Ruth
Who?
Wilson.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
She's good. She was in the Netflix horror movie All the Pretty Things also.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, that one looks, it's probably a slower period piece one. That one looks good. Obviously, September 7th, you got The Nun. The Wannaverse continues. Going to Romania.
Now, did you see The Conjuring 2, Nate?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did.
I liked it.
I'm just throwing all my opinions on every movie this time. I don't care.
Have they come out with a trailer for The Nun yet? Not yet.
There's none I could see. So.
Oh my god!
I knew it was coming.
And I put C in there, like the holy C. So if you want to count double, if you're keeping a score at home,
All right, you're done, right?
I'm none.
So
So that's obviously following Conjuring 2. You're going
well,
origin story
it's
for
a
the
pretty
nun.
cool. Yeah. If it's anything like the origin story for Annabelle, you can just skip it.
Although the origin story for Annabelle is better than Annabelle, so there's that.
Well, no, the origin story Annabelle is. I mean, that was Annabelle.
No, the better Annabelle was the second one, which was the origin story.
That wasn't the origin story for Annabelle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was the one who made the doll or whatever. Yeah, it's when the
What
guy made
movies
the
are y'all
doll
talking
after
about?
the girl died. Then the girl went in the doll. She got run over in the first 2 seconds of the movie. It was awesome.
That was
the girl.
Annabelle.
Yeah.
No.
Annabelle Origins. I think that was the name of the movie. I think
So which one's the one?
I think it was directly in the name.
Which one's the one where
Dead Silence.
No, that sounds great. No. Which one's
Child's
the one
Play.
where the satanic cult is there and they are doing a ritual and the blood splatters onto the doll?
I don't know. It was called Annabelle Creation. So it was it was literally the start of Annabelle. It wasn't Annabelle Origins. Although that also would have been hilarious, dude. I don't know.
I can't keep track of them anymore. Fine. Yeah, I don't know. So Lisa, you're interested in The Nun?
I think I have to see the trailer because she's creepy.
Yeah.
She's real creepy.
I don't know what you're going to make a whole story.
Her origin story, I guess. I don't know.
And then how she ends up in England.
I don't know.
We'll figure.
Do you think Juan is going to redo Amityville at some point?
Oh.
Didn't they
Because-
redo it?
They didn't. What they did was they did like a short, like they spent the first 10 minutes of The Conjuring 2.
No. She's saying the Ryan
No, I'm
Reynolds
saying
one.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, that one. That was not the
But
one.
that wasn't
was
James
not
Wan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was whoever Ryan
Hey,
Reynolds'
maybe-
agent was back then
maybe
when he put him
James-
in like the really bad, when he was Deadpool and like the X-Men.
Green
and the
Lantern.
Yeah. Green Lantern, yeah.
Maybe James Wan should like make news stories.
Well, he did. He did the one that was the Lights Out.
Yeah, but he didn't direct that though.
Did he just produce it?
He did Saw,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah, that was 2004.
So
That was in 2004. And they did The Conjuring like
Oh.
2010 or 12 or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, the man wants to make money. He knows
He
what
does.
makes money.
He's getting that. He's getting that Aquaman money.
He's getting-
Hopefully
he's
he can
getting
come up with
that-
something.
Oh, that's right. He is doing Aquaman.
He owns all the durian in Malaysia.
I'm all in
So-
for Aquaman. When are we
All of it.
reviewing that?
That's
That's
not
not-
end of the year.
No.
Yeah.
Not a summer thing. Can't talk about it. The Slaughterhouse Rules with a Z. Slaughterhouse Rules
That's
is
right.
also coming out September 7th. This is a Simon Pegg, Nick Frost joint. So it's a horror comedy,
Okay.
Nice.
which sounds fantastic. Their last movie was The World's End, I
Yeah,
think.
at World's
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
World's End.
Yeah, and that was
At World's End's the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, oh, thank God, not that one. I love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
I did
combos.
not care for the World's End though.
Ooh, I like all of them. Hot Fuzz, World's End.
I like Hot
and,
Fuzz. And
Shaun of the
I
Dead.
like Shaun
Yeah.
of the Dead, obviously, but yeah, I didn't like World's End.
Okay, yeah, well, they're back. They're back doing stuff. That'll be good. Another movie that doesn't look great, The Predator, coming out September 14th. We got Olivia Munn. We got Sterling K.
You
Brown.
shut your dirty mouth. I mean,
We
it's gonna
got-
be incredible.
We got Key from Key and Peele. We got Tom Jane. The rest. There's a lot of people in this movie.
All-star cast. That stacks up right next to Arnold and Jesse the Body Ventura.
Which
and
one is
Carl
that?
Jesse the Body Ventura is like
Weathers.
the 18th person in that movie. Come on, really?
Say it again.
Carl
Which-
Weathers.
which-
Come on, please.
say the title again.
The Predator.
Like a remake?
Yeah, Predator. No, it's like the next
the Predator. So last one was
Lord.
Predators. That was
And that
the
one was
last
good.
one.
That one was good.
I don't know about good, but
So there
it
was
okay.
Predators.
No, Predator 2
Oh.
Yeah.
with Danny Glover.
Yeah, where he is
went
already
over
too
during
old.
Saw.
He's too old for that shit too.
The Predating.
Danny Glover's movie
Danny Glover
is,
sucks.
we need a character who is already too old for this shit, and they just go get Danny Glover.
I think Danny Glover came out of the womb like
I'm too
Mork and Mindy. It was just reverse. Like I don't know, but he's never getting younger. I don't know why.
Danny Glover just looks like they keep putting him in. All those movies are. We're just gonna put Danny Glover in a situation, and he's just gonna be like, "Man, what the fuck?"
Like he's like Benjamin Zipper. Like he's not a button. Like it just stays the same the whole time. Never changing age ever.
Benjamin Zipper.
yeah.
What?
September 21st. This is an interesting one. September 21st, the very end of summer. This is one you could take the kids to. You got The House with a Clock in Its Walls. It's a kid's story.
Sounds like a Wes Anderson.
I saw the trailer for this.
PG rating. Mm-hmm. You got Jack Black. You got Kate Blanchett.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Eli Roth.
Really?
Eli Roth PG kids horror movie or family friendly horror movie.
I guess it's gonna be akin to like Goosebumps.
Just saying.
I don't buy it. Some kid's head's gonna come chopped off with a hatchet.
Because of Eli Roth?
It's gotta be.
Like the clock's like hand is gonna like come out of the clock and like chop someone.
Yep.
Maybe, but it's gonna be PG, so it'll be off camera. Maybe it'll be off camera.
There won't be a lot of blood. It'll just happen.
Yeah, it'll be off camera. But yeah, PG rating from Eli Roth. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Is he trying to sell out crossover? I don't know, like go more mainstream.
I guess. I don't know if Eli Roth doesn't do a gore flick. Is he really being Eli? Is he really Eli Roth?
He's like, I gotta go mainstream so I can make.
Do we know this isn't a body snatcher situation and like Eli Roth is kidnapped maybe somewhere and someone else is just posing as him? What if it's a face off? We're gonna go back to face off now.
Who did he change faces with?
I don't know.
Eli Roth changed faces with like Michael Bay would be pretty good, but this is like a kid's
done though because didn't Robert Rodriguez do Spy Kids and those Grindhouse, right?
Yeah, but he did Spy Kids like first. That's the thing. Like he's not going back.
Well, he didn't do Spy Kids.
He did Desperado first, but he did.
Well, and what about
Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah. Wasn't that before Spy Kids?
I believe so.
Yeah, so he's done that and gone back and then gone back.
Yeah.
He flips back and forth.
I don't know. Eli Roth is pretty late in the game. You can't. Robert Rodriguez never made Green Inferno.
You know why?
And then went to a kids thing.
How old do you think Eli Roth is? Just ballpark. Doesn't have to be specific.
I don't know, 40 something, 45.
Okay, so he's probably got kids or something going on. And they're like, oh, we want to see one of Daddy's movies. And they're like, no, you can't see any of my movies. I'll make one you can see.
Yeah, kids, let me show you the Green Inferno.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, for any of you needing a good summer cookout film, Green Inferno.
Yeah,
right?
not vegan.
No, not vegan. Not a vegan option.
Yeah, those are the movies, though. Those are the movies for the summer. A lot of good ones. We'll be doing a bunch of them. And actually, let me give a special shout out to a movie that's coming out this Friday, Upgrade, coming out June 1st.
Upgrade?
It is a Blumhouse joint. You got Logan Marshall Green of The Invitation fame from earlier in our podcast, and The OC, obviously. Shout out to my wife there. And it is done by our previous episode's writer and actor, Adam, from the Saw movie, Lee Wanell. He's the one directing it.
Nice. So
far, it's got pretty good reviews. I don't know if it's pure horror or not. It's more like sci-fi-ish, action-y, maybe a little bit horror, but yeah, it looks good.
What you got, Mitch?
I don't know. I just looked up TV shows, and there are not a whole lot of them coming out this summer.
When is Castle Rock coming out?
Well, Castle Rock is coming out.
Yay!
July 25th on Hulu.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm so excited for that. It could suck, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. It could suck. J.J. Abrams is kind of hit or miss for me, anyway.
He did that 11, 26... 63, whatever the numbers were.
Yeah, it's Stephen King's other.
That was another Stephen King, J.J. Abrams thing. That was all right. That was on Hulu also, actually.
Confirmed to be appearing. Our Sissy Paycheck and Bill
Sissy Paycheck? You just see that was a Freudian slip there. Yeah. Sissy Paycheck.
Yeah.
And who else did you say?
and Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, nice.
As well as Moonlight's Andre Holland will be on there.
Oh, nice.
But the 10 episodes will be on Hulu July 25th. So Lisa, are you familiar with? I mean, have you read Castle Rock before? Are you more familiar with it, or what makes you interested?
What do you mean, read Castle Rock?
Read about it.
What about it? I mean, why
I'm
are
the
you?
one that broke the news story on the podcast back in the day that series was coming out. So I don't know.
That's in the past. Eyes in the future now.
Yeah.
Eyes of July 25th.
There was a Super Bowl spot. I mean, they're really getting behind it.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money to spend on a horror TV show.
Well, that's because I mean, Stephen King has kind of blow off money now. Just let's just do that. That's fine. He's just collecting checks now. He's gonna redo every damn thing.
If a cop stops you and say I have blow off money, they'll probably take you to jail. I don't know where that phrase came from.
You don't know blow off money?
Blow off money?
I don't know. I'd like to say it's a colloquialism, but I don't know where from. We're just gonna.
Anyway, I'm excited for it since it's kind of gonna blend all of his universes together.
Yeah. And you've been watching more Stephen King things recently, the last year or so.
For sure.
For some reason, I'm not sure why, but
I don't know. These two guys somehow talked me into it. I'm not getting paid.
Blink if you're under duress.
Yeah.
Nope, she's not blinking. She's not blinking. Wow. All right, not blinking.
So the next few shows I have have already come out, but they may have slipped on the radar. They may have missed them with either sports stuff going on, or just whatever life.
Yeah.
Well, some of these came out like during March Madness and all. So one of them, I'm gonna start with what I think is probably the worst one. There is Siren on Freestyle. I thought this was Freeform, and then Nate had to tell me. That's a different channel.
No, it is on Freeform. Trust me, because I just got done watching an entire series on Freeform, and I saw the freaking trailer for Siren.
Maybe the site I pulled it from.
It's Freeform.
Okay, that makes more sense because I thought it was Freeform, but for some reason it came with Freestyle.
It's not so Freeform that you can say the name however you want, Mitch. Okay,
it's fine. It's ABC Family.
Mitch, if in my phone I type in Freeform in space, it says Freeform Siren. That's the first thing on my phone.
Well, there you go. So if you are interested in like a Little Mermaid story, but Little Mermaid tries to eat everyone, and Siren is.
This show is rated well. 7.2 on IMDb, 8.6 from TV.com, and a 93 on Rotten.
Wow. Really?
Holy crap.
It looks bad. The trailers do not look...
Trust me, I've seen the trailer about 1,000 times now. It's...
Freeform?
Like, what do you mean?
Because I was watching a series, and every commercial break had a commercial for Siren.
Yeah, no, I know, but you said it looked, and then you made a noise, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what is that.
That's mermaid for awesome.
It doesn't look good. I mean, the scariest part of it is at one point she's throwing a harpoon at somebody.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Unless Derek Zoolander shows up yelling about being a merman, I'm not interested.
What about Merman from freaking Cabin in the Woods? What if we get a cameo?
That'd be tight.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's
love triangle.
Yeah, so there are 10 episodes in the...
I know the octopus has got 8 arms, but I got things to give too.
Oh my god. So there are 10 Jesus. There are 10 episodes out. They should all be out so you could stream these. So if you need something to stream,
it's Freeform free. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it takes
ABC
folks
Family,
like you and me.
Oh.
Okay. You don't chip in your Bucko 5.
So no, if you go, if you get
Toby Keith Jr.
If you get the Freeform app, a lot of their TV shows are free. You don't have to put your subscriber in.
Nice
for some of them.
Okay. So yeah, check that out. I mean, I don't know what else is on Freeform.
Turn on the siren. Maybe. Go watch it.
Gilmore Girls is
and Pretty Little Liars. That's like they got 3 shows.
See, so you knew something.
I did know something.
Okay, next.
There's The Terror on AMC.
Yeah, The Terror's good.
Now that came out during March Madness on March 26th. So
it's just wrapping up, I believe.
Yes. So I think this had folks from Game of Thrones on it as well as Mad Men, some actors. It's based on a novel from Dan Simmons. It's a horror story about the Royal Naval Expedition crew searching for the Northwest Passage when it's attacked by a mysterious predator. Again, another 10-episode series. Now, Nate, did you say you had seen this?
I saw the first episode.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It looks great. This is my kind of...
The trailer looks pretty intense.
This is my kind of thing. Super bleak. It's real bleak.
I love it. That's my kind of thing. Bleak, nihilistic, Everything is garbage.
And you're in the Arctic Ocean, everything's just washed out and just gray, and you're just like, this is bad.
I always feel bad for people that are like in these horror movies that are in the Arctic Ocean. You know their life's not good to begin with, and then they're gonna get terrorized.
Hey, it's like, hey, let's get caught up up in the north in Game of Thrones, and let's be stuck on a boat. That's happening. Like not great, but very well acted and good.
No one in these in these things are none of them are ever having like a great life and to just find themselves in a.
That's too easy.
No,
the next
different. Everyone's
the next expedition was like, we
everyone's
made
like
it
a
through
struggling alcoholic with some broken family home issues and I just
there's no like Brady Bunch on a boat. That's never happened.
That would be tight. Could you imagine a Brady Bunch meets Cthulhu crossover?
So it's the Love Boat basically.
Yeah,
he went the Love Boat.
Yes. With random monsters from the void. Yeah.
Okay.
I went to look up one thing on my phone for later, and I come back. I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
Well, that's on you.
The Love Boat.
Oh my gosh.
Anything else, Mitch?
Sure.
Christian Love Boat crossover series. What about the Leprechaun on the Love Boat?
Definitely.
Leprechaun of Love.
Definitely.
Oh no! Pot of Love would be what.
Pot of Love.
Yeah. Jesus, the real treasure is your heart.
And I also ripping it out of your body.
Okay, so the last one I have.
You know what's not fair? Know what's not fair? You're the only one that can reach the drops.
And the new setup, I know.
That's terrible.
Boo.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah. All right. So the Rain is the last one that I have. Well, there's two.
Rain.
The
Netflix show.
Here comes the rain again. Yeah, that one.
So I watched a couple episodes of it.
What did you think of this one?
So it starts out rough. I'm gonna try to finish it, but it starts out bad. I read that it starts out not great and it gets better. It gets better, kids. Is basically.
Yeah. Premise sees two Danish siblings emerge from a bunker 6 years after a virus carried by the rain wipes out almost the entire Scandinavian population.
It's a great premise.
Kids struggle to survive in this new world and to grow up free of social convention and parental guidance. So this guy kind of sounds like it has like a Lord of the Flies sort of.
Well, yeah. So
vibe.
Their dad was with them, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm needed to go help this. So peace out, kids. You can keep living.
Gotcha.
Go for it. Here's our bunker."
So it's like The Walking Dead, except if Rick had just left Carl alone.
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's yikes. Now, I will say one show that I am watching it's been out for a little bit, but you probably are not watching it on Netflix unless you like documentary stuff like I've been into. They have one called Close Encounters with Evil. So for you horror fans that like the more real stuff, these are just collections of like. Yeah, it's just interesting. They do like some different episodes. Like one's like a cult leaders, and they interview people that like have actually, or they have footage of people who have either escaped from some of these people or had some sort of actual first person account of what it was like, either with the cults or with some have been serial killers, some have been kidnappers, some have been all sorts of things. So it's on Netflix. About 40 minutes an episode. It's pretty lot. I mean, it's quick to get through.
Great.
I like the true crime.
Yeah, I'm not a lot of people do like that. I can't get into it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I've been watching the Marsha Clark stuff that she has, which is interesting.
Marsha Clark.
Yeah, so Marsha Clark has this is not super hard. Well, I mean it's terrible, but she has the show called like The First 48 Hours where she like takes a bunch of these like major crimes. So like she did like Casey Anthony and
sure.
The Spreckles mansion murder, the one woman they said killed herself, but it very unlikely in San Diego. Anyway, she looks at the first 48 hours of each of these kind of cases and kind of talks about some of the different. She basically just kind of goes through the case. It's about 2 hours an episode, but very interesting.
Okay. This should be called 2 hours then. Not 48 hours.
So, Lisa. All right. So, Lisa,
we got time for a game?
Hold on. I'm going to give one shout out to another horror show.
Okay.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's happening. Still, it's really good. It's about halfway through the second season. That's a horror show. It's very good.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That's a horror show to you, huh?
Yeah. That's more true crime than most of the other stuff I watch.
It's real, man. Real bad.
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
Okay.
Wow, male privilege.
Hit my drop.
All right.
I want to play a game.
Thank you.
No problem.
I feel like that got cut off short.
That's all. What would you like?
I don't know.
Here.
I want to play a game.
I like that. I like that.
Like a
Okay.
little more of the techno.
So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you IMDb keywords,
Okay.
searches, and you tell me what movie it is.
Keywords.
All
So
right.
each of these
Are you-
has 5 sets of keywords. So I'm going to give it to you one at a time. If you can't get it, I'll give you the next one until you get the movie. If you really can't get it after 5, I'll give you multiple
Are
choice.
you just gonna go back and forth with us, or do we the buzz in?
Buzz in.
All right. So we say our name.
I like the buzz in approach.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do
Okay,
it.
All right,
ready?
so wait. So you're gonna give us.
I'm going to give you a keyword
now
search.
Mitch went into this mode. Here we go.
I know, right? It got
Mitch
real.
mode.
Yeah.
It got real
Part of
fast.
speech. Country of
Do
origin.
you have to answer in the form of a question? No,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
What is your dick?
Yes, you do. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Mother-son relationship. Lack of sleep.
Nate. Babadook.
Nice.
Lisa. Oh, did I answer wrong?
No,
Oh,
that was
no,
Babadook.
my answer was Lisa also. I'm just kidding.
The other keywords were
It's true.
movie in a refrigerator and character name and title. So,
Oh, movie. Wow. Okay.
yeah. Okay, next one.
This is going to be hard.
Game of Death. Tape recorder.
Nate, saw.
Good job.
Just watched it. Last episode.
All right.
I got nothing. That was good.
Yeah.
Just saw it, so makes sense.
Just
All
I
right.
did just see it. I saw.
Oh, don't start this again. Okay, ready? Band of Outcasts. Levitating Girl.
Nate. Mitch.
The Craft.
Nope.
Mitch. Oh wait, I was gonna say Lost Boys, but no, I think I'm wrong.
Nope.
Damn
it. Okay, I'll keep going.
Levitating Girl's the last one. Okay.
Yeah. Band of Outcasts, Levitating Girl. Painting Comes to Life.
Mitch. Beetlejuice.
No. Yes. No. Glowing Eyes. And a reference to New Kids on the Block.
What is happening?
Wait, what? Okay.
What movie has a band of outcasts,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a levitating girl? Well, levitating children, I would say.
Okay.
A painting comes to life. There's glowing eyes. And there's apparently a reference to New Kids on the Block. I don't know what that means. We've seen it. We've reviewed it on the podcast.
Shit.
Yeah. Would you like multiple choices?
No,
No.
let me think.
Mitch is Googling right
I'm
now.
doing
I
that
Let me
IMDb search.
see.
No,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was not going to go to our
Yeah.
website, texaspodcastmassacre.com, and looked at all of our past episodes, see what we've done, or look at our iTunes catalog.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So, Band of Misfits. We're gonna solve this one together, Nate.
Band of
sure.
Outcasts.
Band of Outcasts.
Whatever. Same thing.
Levitating. I'm going to change it to children.
Levitating
I don't
children.
Like levitating girl.
Sure.
Painting comes to life.
When have children been levitating?
I
Levitation.
mean,
holes.
that right there should give it away. It's seriously, once you hear it, you're going to go, oh. I see.
Levitating girl.
Well,
Children.
But the original thing was Levitating Girl.
Yeah.
Levitating.
Painting come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Glowing eyes.
How are we missing this? This is terrible.
Reference to New Kids on the Block.
It's not Dracula. There's no way.
Is there a step by step? Is that
No.
is that the New Kids on the Block song? I don't even know.
I was more of a Menudo fan,
Oh.
so it's really hard for me to.
All right.
I give up. I give
Let's do
up.
multiple choice. Give us
Okay, multiple choice. Is it Let the Right One In?
No.
No.
What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
No.
The Cabin in the Woods?
The Cabin in the Woods.
Does the picture come to life in the cabin in the woods?
I don't think so.
Go on, guys. Keep going.
Or is it It?
Oh, it's it.
It's a
Shit.
Good job, guys.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
levitating children. Picture comes.
I guess they levitate at the end. Fine.
You'll all float here. What? I mean, there's 1,000 children love it to just floating there.
If you had said floating, girl, not levitating.
Well, that would have given it away.
I know, but
Okay.
Okay.
when I hear levitating,
That was good.
I don't think floating.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
That was
Here we
good.
go.
Shanked it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, Lisa just pulled the football from our Charlie Brown attempt at kicking that one away.
This one, I don't know. This is weird. Okay, dirt bike.
Dirt bike?
Dirt bike.
Okay.
Unicorn. Force field.
Mitch, Cabin in the Woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why dirt bike though?
Because
he has the
Thor
ramp.
has the dirt bike and he rams and he hits the force field.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
There you go. Okay. Missing people. Groundskeeper. Auction. Inside the mind. Reference to Barack Obama.
Mitch, get out.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right. Animal research, regaining consciousness, roadblock, bare-chested male, London, England.
Nate. American Werewolf in London?
No.
Let's go a little slower.
Animal research,
Okay.
regaining consciousness,
Okay.
roadblock, bare-chested male, London, England.
Bare-chested
Oh,
male.
Mitch,
What?
28 days later.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Animal research.
Okay. Race Against Time, Nosebleed, Mysterious Death, Unplugged Electronic Works.
Mitch.
Huh.
The Ring.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job.
Man, you're crushing.
Found footage.
Mitch.
Nate.
What?
Blair Witch Project.
Good job.
That was so easy.
Well, it could have been Paranormal Activity.
It was.
Oh, no, wait. I'm wrong. It's not Blair Witch. That's
Paranormal
one of the,
Activity.
It is.
Yes.
You're right. Sorry. I jumped the gun.
Oh, that's
I
not
jumped
fair.
the gun.
Game the answer.
I know.
Well, I mean, it was
But
only
it's
two.
one or two.
It was only
Because the
two.
rest of it's sleepwalking, invisible being, absence of
yeah,
religion, and raised middle finger. Yeah. Okay.
Absence of religion. Wait, are these real searches?
I don't know.
Who's going to IMDb? Absence of religion.
All right. Ready?
Probably Nate.
Intentionally misspelled title. Dead rat. Back from the dead.
Nate, Pet Cemetery.
Yes.
Misspellings, my
Yeah.
favorite.
Well, the other choices on here are Killer Clowns from Outer Space, clowns with a K, 7 with the number 7 in there, and then 13 goes with the 13. So
All solid.
Jan Elizabeth.
Okay.
Houston's own.
Houston's
Houston's
own.
own.
I
Jan
haven't been
Elizabeth.
keeping track, but this is the last one.
Uh-oh.
Voice changer,
Mm-hmm.
dead teenager,
Nate. Scream.
referential. Yeah.
I just got the fifth one.
Good job.
Woo!
So was it a tie?
No, I won.
Oh, you
Fifth
won.
one.
Nice.
Did we?
There was 10 questions.
Yeah, but
so-
we missed one. and I
That's
got the
right.
last
Oh,
three.
yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Oh, good job.
And give you the air horn of victory.
I'd like to thank the Academy of Motion Picture Associates. I thought you were going to start playing me off.
Yeah, we got to add some drops.
My
here.
great grandmother, who always believed in me.
You got anything else, Nate?
She made me eat haggis one time. Made me tough. Literally, that's a true story. That's all I got.
Aw.
That's all I got.
Mitch, anything more for you?
For the summer?
Yeah. I got one additional tidbit. If y'all
Go
are,
ahead.
if y'all are
Yeah,
tapped out.
Bit that tid.
Okay, so I got into an IMDb rabbit hole
God.
because I was watching Seinfeld and I saw someone.
God.
Hear me out. And I saw someone and I was like, he looks vaguely familiar. So I looked the episode up on IMDb. Then I pulled up his page and I was scrolling through his movies to see where I know him from.
Yeah.
And I saw this really janky, a movie poster.
Yeah, I've seen Bad Milo.
You have?
Yeah, of course. Ken Marino.
Okay,
I love Ken Marino.
so this is gonna be a new
I have not
segment
seen.
if I can keep up with it. Weird ass horror movies you did not know existed.
Yeah, Bad Milo's awesome. I know that exists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me read you the IMDb description. A man learns that his unusual stomach pains are caused by a demon living in his intestines.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
However, you said it, Ken Marino?
Yep.
Yeah. Jillian Jacobs is in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Warburton. Kumail Nanjiani. I mean, there's some people in here. I was like, oh, this is...
There are people in here.
There are people in this movie. Is it good?
I thought it's solid. Yeah, it's a solid.
I don't think I've seen it. I have seen Fido.
Yeah, Fido. Fido's another classic.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Classic one.
So the interesting thing, the guy that I looked at, the reason I got here is because I looked up, now I lost his name, Toby Huss.
Oh.
But apparently he's going to be in this new Halloween movie coming out.
Oh,
nice. As Ray, which do y'all know who Ray is?
Ray?
Ray.
In Halloween? I don't know.
Sweet baby Ray.
Well, in this brand new?
In the new one.
It could be a new person. I'm not sure.
So
Ray Charles, no relation.
Thought that was interesting.
Because, I mean, this movie's going to take place very far into the future.
Okay.
I mean, it's a whole new generation.
I guess one more summer thing to check out is I saw an article saying that early June we'll be getting our first teaser trailer look at
for Halloween.
Yes. So
cool.
Coming out early June. Yep. So if you are skeptical about this Halloween, hopefully it's good. But if you're interested, you should be able to check it out.
Wait, who's directing it? Did we say?
Is Danny McBride?
Danny McBride.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to hear, like, the rumor mill said, like, people didn't like the early showings, but who knows? I read that.
Yeah. Maybe it's just very.
I always went to see the Halloween and it was garbage.
It's just Michael Myers that he's basically reprising Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
So, a question before we go out. So when y'all were younger, during the summer, is there a horror movie or what? Do you remember any horror movies or anything you used to watch?
Well,
yeah, because I'm always reminded of my sister-in-law. Always has a story of her dad would go to the movie theater. We've talked about this before. Where they go and get used to be where you could just see all the VHS tapes at like your local grocery store and video store. And I think her dad went and grabbed a bunch of movies that all had like summer camp sort of theme. So like, you'd think like Camp Nowhere and Heavyweights, all this. Well, and he grabbed Slayaway Camp. Or not Slayaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp. Slayaway is the game, right?
Slayaway Camp would probably not have made it through the dad radar, but Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp did, and apparently that was one of the first horror movies. I think apparently it is deeply scarred by sister-in-law.
It's an intense one. Future episode probably
trying to get her on here for that.
This summer for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious. Are any movies like that?
So I did that. So basically, there's this place called Wise Way. I think it was 89-cent VHS rentals. Every Sunday after church, my parents would go there and get like groceries and stuff, and then I would pick out movies, and I would just pick out all these horror movies, and they never looked. They say they looked, they never looked. One of the highlights of my one of the movies I remember the most, and this was during the summer.
Yeah,
I rented The Dentist 4 VHS with Corbin Burnson was the dentist in a little known horror franchise. I'm using the word franchise loosely.
I was about to say I don't remember there being a fourth.
Loosely,
I remember The Dentist.
Anyway, I remember this movie very. I hadn't seen the other dentist. I just grabbed. I was in the horror section. I just grabbed the dentist. I'd already seen all the Leprechauns, so I was like, all right, I got to keep going here. And there was a scene where he basically had like the person's mouth open, like all the way, like almost like full suspended reverse bear trap, but not dead, like that far.
Oh my god!
And like was just doing all this shit like in their mouth. Like I was like. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like I'd watched so many horror movies before that and like not thought about it. Yeah. Like sometimes they come back again. Like I'm watching that crap or Children of the Corn and I'm like, this is the first time I was like, yeah, this was a mistake.
Have you been to the dentist since you've seen that movie?
Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, I've been to the dentist a bunch of times since then. I don't really worry about that too much. It was more like, yeah, I bit off too much this time.
Yeah.
Like, let me go back to Leprechaun 4.
I went a little too far.
I want the comfort of Leprechaun to come back to me. Like, this is a little too much for me.
With the bad puns.
What about you, Lisa? Did you ever watch a horror movie?
Hell
yeah.
To the no.
This is probably
Okay? You've all heard my story about The Shining, where I literally just got tidbits from someone in school and got scared.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm watching something?
Okay, there's no Dentist 4. It was Dentist 2.
Gremlins.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, this is 4.
Yeah,
How did they find where'd they find the money?
The cover of Gremlins scared me as a child. When he's in the high-backed chair and all you see is his arm with the cigar.
Oh, that's the Gremlins 2?
Yeah.
The new batch, yep.
Scared the shit out of me.
Gremlins 2. Interesting.
So no, we were not a horror movie fan.
What about books? What about Goosebumps? You get any summer Goosebumps? For
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I watched Goosebumps.
There you go.
I did watch Goosebumps. And
Are you afraid of the dark?
yeah, sometimes. The one that I did watch, which was funny when Mitch and I talked about it, because he's like, oh, yeah, I used to watch Tales from the Crypt. I was like, oh, I did too. He's like, you did?
Cartoon.
I was like, yeah, that cartoon. He's like, there was a cartoon?
Not the
So
same.
he's over here watching the legit thing as a kid. I'm over here watching the cartoon.
Very
Like,
different
I loved
childhoods.
the
Like, yeah,
cartoon,
you've seen
though.
Hostel, right? Yeah, the European cartoon where all the kids go in a hostel, right? That's what you're talking
Yay.
about? Oh.
Although the Tales from, I did watch the animated Tales from the Crypt as well, and it was fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah, man. As a kid, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I feel the dark was
Always.
fantastic. Loved it. Very good.
Yeah, I'd watch a lot of those like kid horror. So yeah, I mean, yeah, reading Goosebumps, all that. I think I always liked Lost Boys, and I mean in the summer.
Yeah.
Mainly, I think it's what it
I
takes
still
place.
haven't seen
Takes
it.
place in California, I think, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
mean,
Yes.
That's on our list,
it's
right?
very beach. It's got a lot of beach stuff, and yeah, it's on the list somewhere.
Yeah, we gotta
So
watch
next
that.
year's summer preview, Are You Afraid of the Dark movie should be there. So,
Ooh,
Oh,
hope so.
nice.
That'd be nice.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, I think that'll wrap up.
And
our
a second Goosebumps movie.
Really?
That wasn't worth cutting you off.
No. But
Also,
thanks
wait, is
for
Jack
that.
Black coming back?
I think
for
so.
that?
Who knows?
All right.
Jack
Well,
Black.
he's R.L. Stein in the movie, so I would.
I mean,
think
yeah.
so. Although R.L. Stein was actually in the movie, but didn't want to be himself. Like, who cares? Doesn't matter.
It's a Stan Lee situation going on here.
Have a great start to your summer.
Yeah. So I think that'll wrap up for our summer preview. So yeah, next week we will be back for Hereditary. So make sure to go check out that movie on Thursday night. So and Friday, and then listen to the episode. We'll be chatting about that. We are working on a new website, or rather, we're updating our website a little bit.
Yep.
You should see some changes there, and I think a lot of these summer movies we'll be reviewing and chatting about with all of you. Nate, where can they find us?
Yeah, so you can find it's a work in progress, but our revamped site will be at continuingtexaspodcastmassacre.com. You can tweet us at TXPodMassacre. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and all your other podcast platforms.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. And from all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, just keep telling yourself, it's only a movie. Good night.